Hi, fight fans. Paul Miles from MidAtlanticMMA.tv, joined by Jimmy Binns Jr. of Matrix Fights and the Philly Hero Thrill Show. Jimmy, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Listen, it's a weekend with no fights, but we're always working the fight game. We're down here at the Steel Sheet Workers Union Hall in Philly on Columbus Avenue, the new host of Matrix Fights, October 19th or 29th?
October 29th.
October 29th. We've got the Breland Van Aertstalen versus Julio Rosario. I'll learn how to speak English one of these days. Army versus Marines main event. Well, Jimmy, how did that fight come together?
Well, Julio fought on my first show. He won by Kimura. He's very easy to deal with. Breland fought on my second show, and we work with that as Fight Camp Select because they're a very respected gym. And they tried to make that fight years ago, but for whatever reason it fell through. And it's just a good matchup. It's a good sell. Marines versus Army. It's like two guys. They're actually they're of the same team, but at the same time, when they go against each other, builds a good animosity. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's going to, they're excited to fight. And Julio told me every time he was slated to fight a Daddis guy, they always fell out. So I mean, I don't know what the case was, but that's so he's pretty hype about it.
Yeah,
I know the Daddis guys are ready too.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be, on paper, it's an excellent fight. Breland's a good striker coming out of Daddis' camp. Julio is a legit ground grappler. He's an instructor for Semper Fi MMA. He's a legit grappler, and I know he's not going to be afraid to trade with Breland.
No.
I have a feeling that's going to be a pretty good standout fight before somebody wants to take it to the ground.
Oh, absolutely, and they come from two respected gyms. We're very lucky for the Philadelphia area and the gyms that create all these great fighters, and you don't have to go out of state to search for guys.
Yeah.
It's a lot better because you want to keep everybody in the same community happy. You keep everybody busy and promote each other's gyms the right way.
Now we've just been talking a little bit about how Matrix is going to promote this fight, with it being Army versus Marines, for active servicemen and women who maybe watch the site. How can they get involved in a rivalry? What are you doing for them?
Oh, they can come down to support. We're going to have tickets set up for the Marine side. We're going to have tickets set up for the Army side, and they're going to be able to support their team. And they'll be able to buy tickets and come down and just support their guys.
Awesome. Are tickets available yet, or are they going to have to
Not
wait?
yet.
Not yet.
Just will probably be another week, and
Okay.
they'll be rolling. You'll see the posters and everything, and so it should be cool. We're going to try and it's kind of the theme's kind of like a throwback type fight. Like, as Philly has such a rich boxing history, we're kind of like the pioneers right now of the MMA in this area, really, considering it's only a year or two brand new. It's like, boxing had its start, and MMA's having a start here now. So it's like, that's why we're trying to bring it to like that boxing history, but in the same sense, it's MMA. So.
Right. Yeah, it's something that Phil and I have talked about a couple times with you and your dad both. With your dad's, unprecedented boxing history, and with you involved, just going with that old school boxing is natural. So it's good that you guys are embracing it. So MatrixFights.com. We'll let you know on the site when tickets are available, and I'm definitely going to be here. You guys should definitely check it out too, because it's going to be an awesome card. Going to segue away from fights, kind of. We just mentioned your dad. He runs now this will be the fourth year, I guess, he's doing it.
Yes.
The Philadelphia Hero Thrill Show, which is something I've mentioned in passing on the site. What is it, and how did you and your dad get involved in it?
Well, it's probably the best thing I've gotten myself involved into from every aspect of my life, from helping people that have gave the ultimate sacrifice. And exactly what it is it's a foundation that was built many years ago, that was built for the police officers and firefighters, of what if they were killed in the line of duty, that this foundation will pay for their children to go to college, so they would have a better shot later in life. What happened happened was there was, due to lack of attendance and lack of marketing from the other people that were involved, dwindled down to 400 people. And they sent out a letter saying that they weren't going to be able to do the show anymore due to lack of attendance. And my dad first started, he picked it up, he said, okay, no problem, I'll put the show on. So we got the Wells Fargo Center, formerly Wachovia, to donate their parking lot to us.
Oh, wow, okay.
And the first year we did 13,000 people, and last year, and it kept on going up every year. We did 25,000, then it went up to 30, and last year was about 35,000 people.
And that was on the pushback rain date, right?
Yeah, it was a rain date, exactly. So we had 35. So this year we're looking at somewhere in the range of like 50,000 people, and like I said before, it's for the people that have made the ultimate sacrifice. That a lot of people don't even have enough heart to go out and do what they do. You know what I mean? Deal with the problems that they do. So it's good for the community to realize. It's a good thing for the community to come together with the police and everyone else to support a good cause.
You know, as a former volunteer fireman, you know, it's just heartwarming is kind of not the right word, but you know, I'm very appreciative of you and your dad for doing this event, which raises a ton of money for guys who are literally risking their lives every day. I mean, you know, professional first responders are some of the hardest working guys I've ever been around, and you know, truthfully, not to hype up the thrill show, but I don't think there is a nobler calling than for someone to day in and day out support the community they live in the way police and fire and EMS do. So I think, you know, I don't think there is a more important date on the calendar than something that supports those guys and the families of guys who have given that ultimate sacrifice and have gone in the line of duty. So, you know, from all the guys that don't do it professionally, I want to thank you and your dad for taking up that flag.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So the Hero Thrill Show 2010 is going to be at, I guess it's a Wells Fargo Center now.
Yeah.
It's weird to say.
Changing the name, yeah.
But it's going to be at the Wells Fargo Center on September 18th.
Yes.
We're going to, you know, Jimmy and I are going to confirm now that Mid-Atlantic MMA is going to have a table there.
Yes.
And I'm very excited because this is a big deal for me. We're going to do a fighter meet and greet. We can't announce any names because we don't have any names to announce, but they'll be out there. So come meet me if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
Jimmy, who else is going to be there? I know we've
Well,
talked a little bit about it.
some of the, really what I wanted this to be was I didn't want this to be a promotion platform for Matrix at all. I wanted it to be something for the whole community of mixed martial arts. So I do have Franny Evans from Locked in the Cage. He's involved with it, and I have all the gyms are welcome, you know, and a lot of guys have gave me verbal commitments like Jared Weiner, Phil Miglaris, Ricardo Miglaris. And really what it is it's like a chance for MMA fans to come and see these guys, see some of their, they're going to do like mini seminars, and actually see some of their moves and stuff where it would normally cost people $50-$60 to go to a seminar. They make a $10 donation and they could bring their family and actually, you know, it's just a different aspect that I'm trying to pull from to create an awareness to the MMA scene, to the Hero Thrill. And I'm fortunate enough, like guys like Franny Evans from Locked in the Cage, he's donating his cage to it, which is a big, you know, it's a big help, you know, and that's why I really wanted to make it more of a community thing, not like to promote our shows or anything like that. Really just to get the awareness out to as many people as possible, and that's really what it's about.
Right. So obviously there are going to be a lot of MMA and local jiu-jitsu guys there. You know, being an Irish nerd like I am, I know that the Police and Fire pipe and drum band will probably be there.
Absolutely.
For the guys who are interested in the Police and Fire side, what else is going to be there for them?
Oh, well, the police, the highway drill team is probably one of the main performers. And what they do is they put a show on where, I mean, the stuff that they do is just like acrobats. It's amazing. They fly through each other. I mean, for me to try and explain it would probably be an injustice because you could see it if you go onto YouTube, you type in Philadelphia Highway Drill Team, and you can see the stuff that they do, and it's amazing. And they do a skit, and then the fire comes out, and they, you know, there's makeshift fire, and they put that out, and then they have the strike force come out, and they do the bike routine, and they have a canine unit that comes out, does their routine, and it kind of satisfies everybody's thing, like whatever they like. They like the canines, they like the highway, and and then we have other vendors that come out, like John's Water Ice. They'll be selling water ice there, and we'll, everything from games to face painting to performances by Syntron on stage. There have been some major people there. I can't remember the guy's name. Gracie is this? Not Helson. Is
it Keith Hackney?
No, it wasn't Keith Hackney. But there's some big performers that come out, and donate their time. And, like Bob Pantano is the MC. And our own Nino Del Bono is one of the main MCs as well, and which is our ring announcer. And, it's like I said, it's a great cause, and it really helps promote it in the community, which Philly really needs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a tough couple years for Philly emergency responders, and even a couple years ago in Delaware County, we had a couple guys go down. So it's good that we can celebrate those guys that we have lost, and continue to support their families, and also celebrate the emergency service in general. So, it's the date's up on the calendar. Will people be able to buy tickets online in advance?
Online, and you can also go to your local police stations, and if you look online, they'll direct you where you can buy it from.
Okay.
A lot of police, you could actually ask a lot of police officers, they have tickets themselves.
Okay.
So you can go to the FOP over on Spring Garden, Broad and Spring Garden, look around there, and you can buy the tickets, and it's a great day. It's a lot of fun. It's only $10.
Yeah.
Not to say it's only $10, but it's only $10 for going to a place of the magnitude.
Compared to what we're paying for fights, $10.
Yeah,
it's a beer.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
In some places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave that out. But
So, anything else you want to say about the throw show? Because I got to be honest with you, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm sitting next to you.
No, absolutely.
It's an event that I put on my calendar.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'd like to see everybody from the fight community come out and just show these guys a lot of support and their families, because, again, I don't mean to repeat myself, they made the ultimate sacrifice. And I've become very close to a lot of families in recent times where they've lost, like Gary Skursky, Chuck Cassidy, to name. There's obviously too many to name. The people are like salt of the earth, though, and I think it's very important to show them the respect that they deserve, because there's no rewind button in their life, so it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Last year you got rained out, so September 18th is scheduled for this year. Is there a rain date that we have?
Next
to worry
day.
about? Next day.
Next day is a rain date. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So Matrix 3 down here on Columbus Avenue on October 29th, September 18th for the Hero Throw Show. It's going to be a hell of a fall down here in Philly. You guys better make it to at least one of them. Get to the Hero Throw Show. Come down here to Matrix Fights. It's going to be outstanding. Jimmy, thank you again.
Thanks again for having me.
MidAtlanticMMA.tv.